We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. Cuts it to the right sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Again, a run with Pollard. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Slot man motioned over. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. This is Pollard running left. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10. Here's Hurts. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Into traffic, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Now the Eagles ready to attempt a two-point conversion. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to one to work with now. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this drive. Hurts throwing again. It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action now, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
1-1, ready?
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
12.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
12. Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Spins out of one stop. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. Another big rip for him. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Gun.
They'll run again with Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. This one taken in by Chase. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals don't try to match them right away as we start out with an 8-7 ball game. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. On first down, Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Okay, and the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Mighty.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Big gain downfield. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain.
On one, ready?
We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. First down, Burrow to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They connect on the deep shot. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Now the Eagles will attempt another 2-point conversion. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. It kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right, at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you, and these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They send a man in motion. 2nd and 13. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Completes this one to Chase. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's get set.
Here's Brown again. And he's caught behind the line for a
Hey, we
loss.
got to keep scoring.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11 MT, 11 MT.
It's now 3rd down.
11. Dot.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Dot.
Burrow from the gun. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Dot.
Here he is on 3rd and long. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bengals facing 4th and long.
Here we go. Dot.
Trying for it with Burrow. He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the unlikely conversion nets them a 1st down. from the red zone now. Has it in close. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Pollard. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down mark.
There he goes, right sideline. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On the return, here's Jones. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Throwing this back in the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
11. 180. Lights on. 12.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Headed out right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
13.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Return's looking good so far. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Dcot.
Throwing is Burrow. He beams one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
On two, ready?
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dcot.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Doesn't make the connection. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with third and long.
On one, ready? Here we go. Dcot.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. And on fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This one from 42 yards out. Butker knocks it through. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fielded at the 7. Trying to reverse it on the kick return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Hurts looking to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Right.
First and 10, it's Pollard. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
This one's snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down. On the draw, the give to Pollard. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Hurts to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Slot man in motion right. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
He'll go quickly to the right. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here.
63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia!
To A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
Eagles 30, Bengals 16. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Gun. Dcot.
Play action now, Burrow. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Dcot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's on the move. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Hey, we're good.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
11.
That's good. For a Cincinnati.
Burrow setting up the play action. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it'll be 2nd down.
11, Thomas. 11.
They kick the running back in motion.
11 MT. Dcot.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
This one taken in by Chase. And they're going to haul him down. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Forced out to his right. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Dcot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. On the move, headed right. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Flushed out of the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
On first down, Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Chased out to his right. Looking right, throwing deep. Big gain downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Back to throw, Hurts. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Geno Stone picks it up.
On one, ready?
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taken in by Chase, left side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. They'll run now on second down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Ready?
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Escapes the pocket. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. He loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down,
it's a Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now the Eagles will attempt another two-point conversion. He's throwing for it. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
Eagles 38, Bengals 16.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Here we go.
Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Offense up to the line fast. From the 22 on second down. He's on the move. The ball is loose. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
12.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You gotta keep scoring.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
On one, ready?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Let's get set. Set.
Trying for it with Burrow. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And now the Bengals offense still on the field. We'll see them go for 2.
Set.
Burrow from the gun. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Great, set.
Going with Pollard on the ground. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Here's the give to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again. Hurts now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Great.
Here's Pollard. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And oh, he got it. Interception. DJ Turner comes up with it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Here we go.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
On 1, ready?
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And just a week after being soundly defeated.